this is Noahide from Pakistan, and you're watching my YouTube channel a.k.a, which aims to invoke a little bit of humanity in all of us through awareness and discussions and getting to know different issues regarding interfaith, social issues, political issues, and every societal issue. So today I'm going to, this is a sort of a reply video. I actually commented on, I think it was Sulha's debate, in which it was a debate between Adar and Bassam. And in that discussion, there was this one commenter, his name was Claire something, I don't know. I assume that he's a guy, which is weird because Claire is one Christian name and female name, so I'm not sure, maybe that person is a Christian person or a female, or I don't know. So that individual commented regarding Noahide laws and asked that, you know, Jewish rabbis should one, teach Noahide laws to the non-Jews Gentiles, and also they should rank the non-Jews or Gentiles in order of their compliance on the Noahide laws, which to me is quite strange. I don't think that that's an appropriate thing to do. So first of all, I'm going to elaborate what are those 7 laws actually are. So the first and foremost law that the 7 Noahide laws has is it directs the Gentiles and non-Jews to have a judicial system, a law, a structure, a piece of moral ethics, and and as what should be the law of their community, how they should conduct themselves and how should they behave. So number 1 is that. Then they should not deny God, or they should accept that there is this divinity which has created the entire universe, us, the animal, everything. So they shouldn't believe, even if they believe in the theory of Big Bang, they should at least acknowledge that maybe the Big Bang even was initiated by an entity which is beyond our comprehension and we cannot understand. So they should at least do that. And if they don't acknowledge the existence of God, at least they shouldn't deny it. So that was this one thing. And they should also, and in that specific thing that they need to, it was the emphasis of this law was that they shouldn't make gods amongst themselves. They shouldn't make, they shouldn't say this one king is God and that one king is God, or that animal is God, or this. So that the motive behind was that some entity which is all divine, all beautiful, and which has a role in creating us and this whole environment and this whole thing, is that we see beyond this system and say that, okay, this is something else. Although at the same time we should acknowledge that there is a role that entity has played in our lives. And this, what it does is that it automatically creates a amount of equality amongst all people, and even the kings or the rich people, or people with some extraordinary abilities are instantly humbled, that we are all after all human beings. And that was, I think, the purpose behind it, because in Noahide time, it was the 10th generation after Prophet Adam was sent to this earth from the heaven to make it inhabitable, and then eventually make it inhabitable for the God's Allah's spirit to dwell in it. And the third was to not have blasphemy. Now blasphemy concept is very different in different religions. When Judaism talks about, because Noahide laws are basically Jewish laws, because Noah was a Jewish prophet, these Noahide laws are basically transferred or transmitted to whole of the humanity through Noah and the Jewish people. And of course, at that time, the Jewish people, when they didn't have Torah, they practiced Noahide laws. Apart from these 7 Noahide laws, they also practiced some other things, like the resting day, which was, by default, Adam had known that God had created the world in 6 days, and he rested in 1 day, the 7th day. So that was in the subconscious. So that was not reiterated when Noah was given the 7 laws. So and also circumcision was then imposed after Abraham, when God made a covenant with Abraham was directed that there should be circumcision, and from onwards it was circumcision amongst the Jewish people, to sort of have a discretion between Jews and Gentiles. Up till Moses, all the Noahide laws were followed by both Jews and the Gentiles. But of course, like I said, it was directed that there should be a law system for everyone. As per there should be a law of morality. And as per those laws, people should be held accountable for their acts, whatever those are. So, and then blasphemy, on the other hand, a lot of people in Islam would say blasphemy includes no insults towards prophets or sahabas, or that's also blasphemous, or calling or challenging the holy books like Quran or Hadith, that's also blasphemy. In Jewish context and in Noahide, as per Noahide laws, that's not what blasphemy is, because according to the Jewish principle, anyone can question any concept of Torah, interpret it, discuss it with the rabbi, and then until or unless he understands it completely. So questioning a certain concept or certain law, or sort of making it more clearly, clarifying it, that's permissible. Challenging the prophets is also permissible in Judaism. We have the tradition in the Mount Sinai, in fact, when the Jewish people were with Prophet Moses. So there was this Levite tribe, and it was a leader. His name was Korach. He and his followers, his supporters, went up to Prophet Moses and Aaron and questioned their ability of leadership and questioned their role as prophets. So they said, if God speaks to us all here in Sinai, why then you should be having the leadership role? Why not us? Because we're as much Levite as are you. So this is something which is not a concept. So in Judaism, when we talk about blasphemy, that means we are talking that anyone who is disrespecting God or disrespecting God's will, Allah's will, Hashem's will, so to speak. So one must accept and respect the decisions that Hashem takes for them and for the collective people. So these are the first 3 laws. These are the laws that I will discuss in this video, and further on there are 4 other laws I will discuss in the other video, so that you could get a clarity of that. I will further discuss these 3 laws and what they mean, and that we sometimes confuse, and especially this guy or this girl, Claire, who was commenting, they, I think, took these, especially these 2, the blasphemy, forbiddance of blasphemy, excuse me, and believing in God. He took it in a very different manner. So this I will discuss further in the next video. and these three laws, and then we'll move further onto other things. Also, I will link. He also said, Claire also claimed that there are no rabbis who talk about Noahide laws, and they deliberately do that because they don't want the the Gentiles to know what the seven Noahide laws are. So I'm going to list the rabbis who are talking about Noahide laws in the description, and there are a lot many rabbis other than this list that I'm going to put in the description. So you have a look what they say about Noahide law, and we will discuss further these three again, and then we're going to move on to the four other Noahide laws. I hope I have not offended anyone, and I took some time to make this video because I was myself a bit scared, I would say, and not sure that, you know, since I live in Pakistan and people majority here are Muslim, and they they don't understand when, you know, so when you study the Jewish law or something other than Islam, you need to understand it how it is, not study it for the purpose that you are going to use that religion or that concept to prove that Islam is right. So this is exactly what this guy Claire was doing. He was saying that Judaism should rank, Jewish people or Jewish rabbis should rank Islam on the top of the hill and Christianity below, so that, you know, they can conveniently, you know, piss off the Christians. That I mean, despite the fact that Muslims hate you so much, you still put them on top, and then Muslims and Christian together team up against the Jews. So don't do that. We have already seen what it has brought us in World War II, when the Ottomans and majority of the Muslim nations were allies of the Hitler. So let's just not do that. Let's be very, very sensible this time around, and, you know, talk about things as they are and try to understand them as they are, not as we are Muslim and we have an agenda to prove Islam is the best and therefore we're gonna just do havoc in this whole world. So please do that. I am so sorry if I've offended anyone, and that's not my intention. My intention is to just be very, very straightforward and truthful, and do not be anti-Semite in any way or the other, whether it's not allowing the Jews to have their own nation or in any form whatsoever. So I hope you have a very good evening or night or day, whatever the time is out there in your countries. So thank you very much.